All right, your Part 7, Florida Propane Gas Safety Education Research Act. And let's just ask and see if we're recording. We're recording. Definition of the purpose of the following additional apply with the owner for paying the time of the import and for the name means for the person holding legal title or order as gap at the time of the import. State of Florida for the owner of the propane immediately prior to the authorization means for the person holding legal title of the propane before ordering it has been added officially with the time of the period with the July 1st each year with an ending with June 30th. Following year quarter is either the part of the show of the meaning of the 4 3-month period during the official year with each of the ending one over the following dates: September 30th, December 31st, March 31st, and June 30th. All right, 5J20071 rate assessment effective date. They are hereby set for the every produced for the retail market and gave for the production sale of the propane gas. State with the amount of the 300 cent per gallon authorized gas solid of the floor consumption of the floor with a 300% 3,000 of a cent. No, it would be 300 of the 0.003 per cents per gallon odorized glass incorporated the state of the consumption state of the rate set forth and shall take within the beginning of the first quarter immediately following the adoption of the rule. Fixed amount of the shall apply with the odorizing propane gas subject to the assessment sold during quarter and thereafter until changed. All right, 5J20072 payment assessment penalties. Payment of the quarterly assessment shall be made with the odorized gallons sold imported Florida during the quarter. Each producer and marketer of the shall serve by the Department of the volume each load of the propane gas sold imported at the end of each quarter. The volume of the propane gas sold for the export for the outside of the state shall be certified by the Department of the Law purpose of the amount of the quarterly assessment paid with the certification low volume that should be filed with the form FDA CS 03524 odorized or import with the quality remittance report with incorporated the reference 5J20004 for the administration codes assessment payments of the with the odorized or import with the quarterly remittance report that must be received by the department no later than 45 calendar days after each end of the quarter. The 45th day of health on Saturday or Sunday legal holiday payment received at the first following business day shall not be considered late. Failure to remit payment with violation chapter 527 is subject to the penalties provided their additional payment of the assessment. 5J20073 payment agreement of the purchase responsibility owner and propane immediately prior organization owner at the time of the import of the Florida responsible for the payment assessment agreement that enter the producer of the retail market with an alternate means of the payment is acceptable provided the company agreement is provided by the department agreement in compliance with the provision of chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute. Any further firm of the corporation purchase of the gas the wholesaler which gas is to be sold outside the state boundaries and certified by the wholesaler outside gallons at the time of purchase. All right, it's 5J27074. The department may initiate random audit of the sale of the purchase of the record by the of the person firm corporation for the determination complying with the chapter of the person firm of the corporation shall make it able to paper the books and account for the documentation of the business record for the necessary with this additionally documented the gallons certified by the department for all the importing information violation chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute subject to the penalty provided there an additional payment of the assessment due. All right, 5J20078 facility inspection report vehicle inspection report note for the required corrections are accurately correct. The department will provide with the FDA ACS 03524 facility inspection report incorporated the reference 5J20004 Florida Administration Code. The FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report incorporated the reference 5J20004 Florida Administration Code. Applicant owner and operator of the facility building system and equipment of the vehicle with the premise of the inspect with the department that pursuant to the 527 Florida State Statute with the FDA ACS 03522 with the facility inspection report of the FDA or FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report. Note all any of the law with the code violation deficiency found with the provided time frame of the correction. If then appropriate, no violations for the request for the FDA ACS 03522 with the facility inspection report FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report shall be indicated by the department shall issue the notice that required for the correction indicated by the day of the way after which the re-inspection occurred with the notified by the responsible part of the party. Penalty may be imposed with the pursuant to 5J20080 with the Florida Administration Code failure to timely correct the deficiency note of the inspection report copy of the FDA ACS 03522 with the facility inspection report of the FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report included the notice of the required correction. In addition, for the time required for the corrective code for the violations and deficiency note of the FDA ACS 03522 facility inspection report incorporated the reference 5J20004 for the administration code 5 FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report if incorporated reference 5J20004 Florida Administration Code vehicle with the vehicle owner must admit that they requested the extension all of the steps for the request of the writing must be received by the Department prior to the expiration time frame of the correction stated in the report. The requested extension will be only granted with the reason of additional time with the due dates beyond the control of the owner and operator. If the owner and operator have made with a good faith effort to comply with the original time period, to provide with the extension from the request for the grant with the written approval to provide the facility over the vehicle owner and operator with the department to reflect with the new date of the deficiency correctly, unless otherwise specified by the rules and chapter of the correct law of the rule of the code. Deficiencies are in the FDA ACS 03522 facility inspection report incorporated the reference rule 5J20004 or FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection report incorporated the reference 5J20004. Floor administration codes include the notes required for the correction of the time period specified by the result of the imposition penalties provided in 5J20080 Florida administration codes. The department shall effectively deal with decal any container storage unit liquid petroleum gas system liquid petroleum gas equipment that device that indicate whether the has been inspected pursuant to 527.061 Florida statute. The decal should be fixed for the man with the ensure that easily readable public shall not be disturbed with the unsubject information inspection is intended to provide the important information public of the owner contact information regarding propane safety decals only remove and replace altered department and personnel. For J2080 enforcement action with the administrative penalty rules set forth and guide with the department impose the penalties enforcement authorized under section 527 13 and 14 of the Florida State statute with the guideline with even enough for the range of the penalties will be imposed with a single violation of 3-year period. The period penalty should be made from the day of the last administrative enforcement action imposed with the same violation guidelines of aggravating and mitigating factors have the precedent with the review for the increase the penalties to be imposed. No aggravating factors apply with the increase of the fine imposed and the single violation above the statutory with $3,000 per violation. Guides of the rule chapter based on a single count violation. Each of the provisions limited multiple count of the violated provisions of the combination list of violations, but they added together to determine overall total penalty ground with enforcement penalties. The department will enforce the claim of the chapter 527 of the Florida State statute rules chapter with an issue with the administrative claim of the top or use order red tag and immediately final order could be this order violation for chapter 527 of the Florida State chapter the rule chapter the violation code adopted with the rule 5J 20002 Florida Administration Codes. Stop user or the Department of the FDA ACS 03564 with the stop user orders incorporated with the reference from Rule 5J20004 Florida Administration Codes. Wherever necessary, effective with the statutory department of the interest of the public health and safety, welfare, promote the public safety, English and operation mainly with the condition liquid petroleum gas container system, including cylinder storage unit, and fails to comply with the code that adopted the 5J20002 for the Florida Administration Code, and any of the provision in Chapter 527 of the Florida Statute or rule this chapter. Note. Rule not all inclusive. The rules contains illustrative violations. It does not or is not intended to encompass all of the possible violations. Statute the Department of Rule can be committed by any of the person absent violation of the rule chapter show in no way construed with indicate that the violation does not cover the home of the public and no subject to the penalty. Any instance of the violation is not listed with the rule of the chapter the penalty with a determined consideration closest to analogous violation, and if any of the list of the rule chapter the mitigation aggravation factor list in the department aggravation mitigation factor the department will consider aggravation mitigation factors to determine the penalty violation. Chapter 527 of the Florida State chapter the rule of the chapter aggravating factors shall warrant the adjustment any fine imposed the upper with the additional upper amount equal to 50% of the fine amount, but the mitigation factor shall warrant the adjustment of the fine downward to reduce the fine $50 50% with the no event with the fine exceed with the statutory maximum outline with the section 527 and 13 with the Florida State statute warning letter imposed with the initial violation. Second violation within 3-year period with the shall result with a $250 fine on both aggravating mitigating factors present with the liable against the each single count this violation regardless of the violation, minor violation, major violation described in paragraph 5J2008010A in Florida Administration Code of the aggravating factors. Violation coupled with the potential of the coupled with serious injury to person, violation, danger to the public safety and welfare. Previous violation with the preceding 5 years for the 3 years for the same with a similar offense result of the imposition. Administrative penalties, issuing warning letters, suspension, revocation of life of the violation occurred with more than 24 hours with the violator knowledge, violator impeded, otherwise failed to cooperate with the department inspection investigation, previously disciplinary action preceding 5 years against 3 years against the violator involving any violation. Chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute Rule 5J20 Florida Administration Code. The violator's prior knowledge of the Chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute Rules of 5J20 of the Florida Administration Code, the violation resulted in intentional act with the cost of the enforcement act, the benefit of the violator, mitigating factors documented efforts of the violator, rehabilitation, including about unlimited successful completion of the training course directly related with the officers committed with whether the internal action of another party prevented with the violator is complying with the applicable laws or rule of financial hardship, acts of God nature impaired with the ability of the violator to comply with the statute, Chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute Rules of 5J20 Florida Administration Codes. Our violation low risk, but it did not result in the harm of the public health and safety welfare. Violators took them for affirmative the corrective action 24 hours with the receipt of the enumerated notification of violation. Disciplinary history with the prior 3 years of the person committing violation. Repeat the violation with 3 or more years have been passed since the prior violation involved with the failure to timely provide the documentation employee training demonstrated by the employee that has the capable successfully performing the activity addressed in the training and the provision of the rule chapter shall not be constructed so to prohibit or limit any of the civil or criminal prosecution may be brought. In addition, with the penalty for this establishment of the rule, the department reserves the right to seek or recover any of the cost of the personal attorney fee, for the court cost, for the service fee, for the collection cost, for the damage allowed by law. With additional, for the department reserves the right to recover any cost of the penalty, attorney fee, for the current court cost, for the service fee, for the collection cost resulting from the payment of the return of the installation fund of the department. Note for the non-compliant, the department investigation for the inspection and the reveal of the minor violation of the rule that happened, which the department had the reason to believe the violator was unaware of the rule, then cleared it how the with it and will result in the issue with the note that is non-compliant with the department in first response to violation of the following shall be considered the minor violation within the notes of the compliance shall be the issue with the first occurrence only. Lack of proper signage, propane or contained with the need of paint, failure to remove and maintain weed graft vegetation growing around containers, minor corrosion, issue with storage combustible, too close with the container, warning letter in lieu of administrative fine. The other penalty warning letter shall be issued with the license holder of the master qualifier any person first violation in the following: conducting liquid petroleum gas activities defined statute 527.01, Florida State Statute Category 3 and Category 4, manufacture liquid petroleum gas, applying with equipment, dealers applying with equipment, with the liquid petroleum gas license categories include with the license or application of pending with the unlicensed activity does not contribute to or uncalled liquid petroleum gas related accident. Conduct liquid petroleum gas activities without assurance of the requirement 527.02.104 with the Florida State Statute include with conducting liquid petroleum gas activities in the issue with the coverage with the expired that has been canceled, but only required by the insurance that obtained no more than 30 days without the insured liquid petroleum gas activity occurred insurance with the coverage expired that was canceled with the failure to mark dealer own contained with the insurance label manner of the name and the phone number of the owner. But failure to maintain that make it immediately available to the department upon the request employee training record with the violation for the purpose of imposing penalty to the enforcement action provided in section 527 to 1314 Florida State Statute violations designated as minor or major minor violation chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute rule chapter minor violation if this does not result in the economic physical harm of the personal adversely affect the public health or safety welfare created the significant threat of such harm minor violation shall result in the imposition of fine of the $1,000 fine. Following violation should consider the minor violation subsequent violation any of the violation enumerated in subsection 8 and 9 above within 3-year period with the failure to timely notify the department of loss or qualifier master qualifier violation section 527 to 0201 Florida State Statute. Alright, the reconnecting, disconnecting container system without the due sufficient notice of the requirement of 5J20047 with the Florida Administration Code fairly timely remove lawfully abandoned disconnected container system from the premise of the consumer and user in accordance with 5J20047 of the Florida Administration Code. The otherwise stated with the 98 above with the liquid petroleum gas activity defined 527.01 Florida State Statute without license with include with the license or application pending with the license and operative because of the failure to renew, conduct liquid petroleum gas activities after the qualification staff of the duly designated with the core qualifier master qualifier as expired by the unlicensed activity did not contribute to liquid petroleum gas related to accident. A violation involved with liquid petroleum gas found during the department accident investigation contributed with the accident by the time of the direct call of the accident with the resulted in the following: personal injury not requiring professional medical treatment, the property damage is $25,000 or less. Tracking liquid petroleum gas activity without insurance required with the 527.02 and the 04 with the Florida State Gas included conducting liquid petroleum gas activities after insurance with the cover that has been canceled where required by the insurance that was obtained within 30 days of after the insured liquid petroleum gas activity occurred with the insurance with the coverage expired with the canceled failure to connect with the non-hazard law of the rule of the code defines and identified with the FDAC as 03522 with the facility inspection with the incorporated reference of 5J20404 or FDA CS 03529 vehicle inspection report is incorporated reference of 5J20004 for the administration code and is noted for the included notice of the required correction with the time of the period specified. Falsifying the records relating to the application for the renewal of the qualifier master qualifier status included but not limited to the misrepresentation of the position liquid license company with the pull over the full-time employment, the failure to do, perform or document fully periodic testing, prepare required in propane cargo vehicle with the time frame with the prescribed entitled to Code 49 Code Federal Regulations reference with the National Fire Protection Association 58 adopted Rule 5J20 02 Florida Administration Code annual external visual leak test, B 5-year cargo vessel pressure test, C monthly delivery hose inspection, D monthly emergency shutoff valve test. 11 failure to provide local emergency personnel with emergency contact with the after-hour emergencies, failure to pose the emergency number of the premise of the failure to relay emergencies entering the main entering the machine with the time frame that they were required in 527 to 0503 Florida State Statute. Failure to timely with the Department Acts and meeting with the criteria of the 527 to 065 Florida State Statute. Selling, refilling, delivering the liquid petroleum gas containers of the gas compound or any other purpose without permission of the owner of violation section 527.07 with the Florida State Statute. Installing the bulk container with the first obtained with the Department approval of the written site plan with the Using a bulk storage container without operating with the prior obtaining the inspection proof whether it was required with 527.06.05 Florida State statute, failing to inspect with the Datsun cylinder required with the 5J20029 Florida Administration Code. Filling a cylinder, where was I? Alright, filling a cylinder with expired requalification date of the filling with a non-refillable cylinder with the filing cylinder with the appropriate visual inspection filing with the cylinder with a warmer visual inspection card of the year National Fire Association 58 incorporated the reference 5J20002 with the warmer containing cylinder service with the expiration requalification they fail with the may any of the visual inspection criteria with any other provision regarding the insert that include with the provision governing transportation cylinder with the containing the National Fire Protection Association 58 incorporated reference 5J20002 Florida Administration Code. Directing metered sale of the liquefied gas without active temperature compensation devices required in the NISD handbook of the 130 with incorporated reference to the rule of the F5J22003 of the Administration Codes. Failure to document with any of the procedure activity required with the document in the National Fire Protection Association that is incorporated with reference to the rule of the 5J20002 of the Administration Code of the rule of the chapter unauthorized removal of the red tag with the system of the equipment not utilized with the operator with the red tag with it initially applied. Major violation chapter 527 of the Florida Statute rule chapter the major violation result of the economic and physical harm of the person adversely affected with the public health, safety, welfare, creative, the threat of such harm, major violation, should report the imposition of administrative fine with up to $1,000 to $3,000, $1,000 up to $3,000 suspension, revocation of the license prescribed in section 527.14 with any of the foregoing prescribed in 577.13 Florida State Statute with the following violation should be considered major violation involving legal patrol and gas found with the Department of Accident Investigation contributed to the accident but was not direct cause of the accident with the result of the property damage exceeding $25,000. Any violation involving the liquid patrol and gas found during the Department Accident Investigation regarding whether the violation was not direct cause of the accident with contributed to the accident resulting in the following: loss of human life, personal injury, requiring professional medical treatment. The violation involving the liquid petroleum gas found with during the Department Accident Investigation contributed to the direct cause accident result of the property damage of $2,500. Transportation propane cylinder violation required with the National Fire Protection Association 58 incorporated the of the 5J20002 for the Administration Code, knowingly and intentionally condemning liquid petroleum gas activity. The license filed by the issue with the written notes from the Department regarding lack of any licensure, with including licensure expired with the non-renewal. 6. Knowingly intentionally conducting liquid petroleum gas activity without ensuring the cover of the following issue with the written note of the Department regarding the lack of insurance. Failure to conduct leaks after the new pipe activity out of the gas for the interruptive over the situation as required. National Fire Protection Association 54 with incorporated reference to 5J20002 and then 5J20044 Florida Administration Codes. 8. Initial alteration, modification, disabling, and the component of the petroleum gas include with the containment with the and their prudence the render of the equipment out of compliance with Chapter 527 of the Florida State Statute rule of the chapter applicable to the code adopted 5J20002 for the medication code around the inoperable otherwise prevent the functional intent of the equipment to manufacture failure to install the liquid petroleum gas installation prior to the equipment according with the manufacturer instruction and applicable safety codes. Failure to install the disconnect with the stored liquid petroleum gas containers according with the applicable rules and safety codes. Failure to follow the proper proceed with the visual inspection requirement including overfill with the propane containers. Part 12. Failure to respond to the verifiable leak of the 24-hour with the failure to physically respond to the emergency within 2 hours of the contacted emergency response unit is required by the 527.064.4 and 527.065.5 of the Florida State Statute. 3. Using operating red tag equipment in the system include the transportation vehicle, even failure to go on record for the 30-day with any half of the law rule code for this standard by the FDA ACS 03522 facility inspection requirement incorporated the reference of 5J20004 and order administration code for FDA ACS 03529 vehicle inspection incorporated the reference to rule 5J20004 Florida administration codes including notice of the required correction and data public and knowingly intentionally operating liquid petroleum gas including equipment transportation liquid petroleum gas containing product reckless manner. Alright, 5J20082 resolutions of violation settlement additional enforcement remedy. Nothing in the rule chapter prohibit the Department of the was in charge of the violation result of the violations prior to the administrative hearing of the entering of the settlement pursuant to this section 120 of 557 of the Florida State Statute. The Department is authorized to utilize available remedy with the ensure the compliance include administrative civil action referral of the criminal prosecution and cause for the emergency and proceed with it may be ever the penalty imposed. Department should report the failure to comply with the agreement of the resolve of the violation settlement agreement over the penalty remedy provided by the agreement and is authorized chapter 120 of the Florida State Statute. Failure to respond to the minister of the complaint with the result of the entry of the default and final order of the and begins the violator and enter the responsibility of the violation. The Department shall impose the administrative fine with the default final order up to the maximum amount allowable under section 527 13 Florida statute. Failure to comply with either the final or default final rule of the department shall result in license revocation. Additional enforcement prescribed in 527.09, 527.12, and 527.13 Florida state statutes. And this has been a reading of your Florida Administrative Code, Chapter 5, J20, Liquid Petroleum Gas Inspection.